It's your boy Majic Juan Ayeedoe
Future Davis.
And we just jumped off the porch with Dirty Glove Bastard.
Trapping these days, I'm dunking 12 hours to give me some dough. And some days I sit and think how my life took a spin.
Alright, today we got Majic Juan and Future Davis off the porch with us today.
Ayeedoe three times. Ayeedoe 3 times.
How y'all feeling today, man?
Feeling great, especially to be in the A, you know. Dirty Glove Bastards, most definitely. Just dreamed to be in here, and now it's a reality, you know.
For sure. It's a pleasure to have you on the porch with us
Appreciate
today, gang. So what brings y'all to Atlanta besides, you know, stopping by us?
Well, actually, this is an artist of mine. I'm an artist as well, but I'm the CEO of the label as well. And actually, me and Future, we met and we started doing music together, like basically almost on a play type level, but I didn't know that she was that good, but she ended up moving to Atlanta, you know. So after I signed her, you know, I made sure that being a CEO and a label mate, you know, we keep this going, so we have to travel back and forth, you know. She in Atlanta right now for a better life and music career, you know. City we come from is, you know, crabs in a barrel, but I love it, you know.
So let's talk about Toledo, Ohio.
Toledo, Ohio, you know, if y'all don't know where Toledo, Ohio is, it's probably 30, 40 minutes from Detroit, hour from Cleveland, 3 hours from Columbus, in that area. And Toledo, Ohio, you know, people may think that it's not what it is, but Toledo is like DJ Quick said back in the day, everywhere like Compton. So everywhere like Toledo. So when I jump out of the car in Atlanta, it feels like Toledo, you know. So home is what you make it. So,
So how would y'all describe coming up in Toledo?
Coming up in Toledo for myself, like I'm a little bit older than some of the artists, so I dealt with a lot of the people who are in gangs and things now. So I had the relationship with these people before the gang violence got to an all-time high, you know. And also being one of the top dogs in my city, you know, a lot of people look at me to do music with or to mentor and things like that. But just growing up in Toledo, we didn't have a barrage of artists, maybe 3 or 4 artists when I got in the game. And when I got in the game, we didn't get in the game hating on other artists, you know. We build together, you know. And so now we saturated the fans as rappers now. So it's hard to even get a fan in your city, though. They feel like they do art, they do the same art as you now, they can't support it, like, you know, so.
I think Toledo got a lot of talent, but now that I'm in Atlanta, I got something to compare it to. So it's like, I really ain't looking back, you know what I mean? But I love my city.
Shout out Toledo.
Yeah.
419 The Mud. Shout out to everybody in the mud, you know, every artist that's still striving, you know. Shout out to Toledo.
So Future, when would you say you started jumping off the porch?
Tell them when you jumped off with the music.
Okay, when I jumped off with the music, 8 months ago, when I met Majic Juan. And I'd never been in a studio before, I never recorded, never wrote, never did anything like that with music. I just singing, just like as a hobby. But when I met Majic Juan, he seen something in me that I don't think nobody else has. So he woke up something in me. So now I'm in it and I'm stepping.
Yeah. So Juan, what would you say you've seen in Future?
Actually, I didn't know Future, but I was hosting a club as well, you know, and Future had known me, but like a lot of people in my city know me, like from the things that I do around the city. Like I said, I've been doing music for almost 20 years now. And she walked up to me in the club one day and she was like, you know, I just want to tell you that you're a real dude. I like the content you put out on Facebook. You always talking positive and things like that. And like it grew from that, because when she told me who she was dealing with, I'm like, damn, that's crazy. Like I can't really say nothing to you because me and dude, like I know him. You know what I'm saying? So when Future started coming around, like doing music, we was just playing, you know, we was just playing. I told, like, somebody told me she could sing. I said, hey, go in there real quick and say this. And she said it, and it was supposed to be my song, but it was so good where I'm like, well, run with that. Yeah. And, you know, what I did see in Future, you know, a lot of women, they chase the wrong dream. Like men have women threw off or whatever, but I just seen the gift in her and the shine and just the diligence. Like, you know, I told Future when we started doing music, a song a day.
Keep the competition away.
Feel me? So we had a session every day at 8 o'clock, you know, and she came and she worked diligently every day. She didn't miss them sessions, so I most definitely gave her the time of my day, you know. Like, shout out to the Grain Boys. This is my first record label. Shout out to the Grain Boys, Westside, Toledo, Ohio. Shout out to my second record label, DBG. You know, these are things that I tried prior to build, you know, and sometimes you get with the wrong people, and it might not be the wrong people, but it's the people that's not doing what you're doing, you know. To force things on people is the wrong thing to do, and I didn't really have to do that with her. Like, she was walking it. And I tried it with men, and they wasn't walking it, you know. And the things that I tried with men and pushing buttons for free, as soon as you stop pushing them buttons for free, everybody quit. So I had to rebrand, and that's where we came up with Ayeedoe Entertainment, LLC, and that's what I'm really branding now. You know, I'm working on that, and it's building, and we Ayeedoe. It's just us two.
That's real.
It's just us two, and it's crazy because my first time ever in the studio, ever recording, that's my #1 single now. My most streamed song, Future Davis, Panties Gone. So, just never know what's really in you until somebody really believe in you or you believe in yourself.
That's real. So when would y'all say y'all first got y'all hands involved in music?
Actually, my mom and my grandma and everybody from Austin, Texas. So once I graduated from high school, in 97, 98. So once I graduated, I moved back to Texas. I moved to Austin, Texas, and me and my cousins, I was moved back to Texas, but I didn't have the friends that I grew up with. You know, it was new going back to Texas, but all they had was a karaoke machine in the garage, and that's what they did, you know. And I sat back in the corner all the time, and when I finally started touching the mic, and they being like so Southern, and me from being from up north, you know, everybody, say that again. You hear what he said? And they was calling people to just hear my regular conversation. And I came back to the city under a new light, like I was doing music or whatever. And I wasn't even Majic Juan then, I was just Juan, you know, like all my friends and my homeboys from my neighborhood. And just come back rapping, and my friends, like, it was something new to them, rapping in everybody's car. And I would probably say 2002, I went to a open mic, and they called me on stage because my homeboy just entered me in. You rapping in everybody's car, they get up there. And I got up there and I won in front of all the biggest DJs in my city. Shout out to Kaj Boogie, Lightning Rod, J-Rocks, and you know, it's a bunch of them. But those are the ones that I'm always remembering. They asked me, like, what you gonna do after this? And I said, I'm gonna keep it going. Yep. And what's your name? I said, Juan. My cousin LC, shout out to LC. From Bubble Up, and he like, no, this Majic Juan. And I ran with that name ever since.
See, me, like, I always had a love for music, always, even as a little girl. I grew up listening to male artists, Drew Hill, Tank, you know, I just loved the male artists, how they control their voice. So, like I said, it was always like a hobby for me. And then when I met Majic Juan, and Majic Juan take music very serious, it made me take it serious. I had no idea what I was capable of. So I started writing. I didn't know I can write. I didn't know.
She used to want to do freestyle. And the repetition that come with freestyle. You know, when you can't run to that word, you're going to say, it's that boy, or you're going to throw a cuss word, and I say, right.
Right. When I started writing my music got way more personal when I started connecting with my supporters on a personal level. And it's like literally the best thing that Majic Juan could have ever told me to do.
So what would you describe as your first writing experience? Like, what did that give you as an artist?
My first writing experience, Future Davis, my song called Heartless. And it really, like, when I wrote it, and I was, you know, always nervous. Like, I come in the studio, because I really care about what my manager think of me, you know. So I'm like, I don't know. And I go in the studio, and I'm singing, I start crying. That's when I knew it was it, you know. I'm like, okay, this is real. If I'm in the studio crying, singing this, everybody about to connect to this.
Right.
And it's one of my star songs. You know, it's one of them songs that's gonna give you chills. It's one of them songs that men and women can relate to. So when I start writing, I start connecting, I started giving people chills. It wasn't just, it's not all about just having a melody and having a great voice and having a look. You really gotta know what you're talking about.
Yeah, touch the audience.
You really gotta paint this picture for them with your vocals that they can relate to, something make them think. Because after I'm done singing, you might want to call your ex after that. You know? You might just send them my song, like, this is how I feel. I might make you relive some things, but that's me.
Yeah.
I put my truth in my music, and that's what he taught me. You know, so.
I just feel like she was hiding it, though. Like, you know, I would tell her to go in there and say certain things, and she would say it. But just telling your own story and telling it from your point of view, though, you know, that's what's gonna make. And when she started doing it, you know, people started reciting her lyrics and things like that. So. And
you'll be surprised who you be around that will take your voice away. So I could just say, like, when I started living for me, I found my voice. And I'm not just talking about vocally singing.
I felt that.
I can really touch people. I ain't scared to sing or say nothing in my music.
That's real. How do y'all feel versus how y'all grew up in Toledo, how it is now?
Man, I feel like, you know, I pay attention even to Atlanta. You know, some people feel like they got the real Atlanta or the old Atlanta. Like, I feel like I'm from the real Toledo, like the old Toledo, where the code was still there. Like, we ain't grow up serving people mama. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't trying to backbite on the homeboy lady. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't giving the homeboy the pistol to go see the other homeboy. Like, you know, I just see how the things changed, the love changed. I grew up where we had fear of the other person parent. You know what I'm saying? And now, you know, you go check somebody or tell them about their kid and they ready to fight you. You know, like Toledo ain't the big homies not being big homies. So you got the younger generation saying, I ain't got no big homies. You know, so everybody call me uncle, because I don't want to be nobody big homie, though. So I'll be everybody uncle, and they look at me like that. You know, they come to my studio, even if they got the blick on them, here, put this up, uncle. You know, like, all I want is the respect, and I want everybody to be safe, you know. The new Toledo not safe as the old Toledo used to be, you know. You know, like, just going to places, you know, you go to a club, you want to drink, you want to dance. Now, you down there got to have a vest on and, you know, have your 30 stick and things like that, because the things that people think is cool nowadays, though, you know, it's not just, and that probably goes on in every city, though. Yeah. You know, the picture that the men feel like you got to be tough, you got to out tough everybody. And that's not what it's about, though.
Gangster is what it is.
Yeah, you want to be respected and not feared, and that's what a lot of the Toledo, the younger generation now, they don't know that they being feared because y'all doing all of this shooting or whatever, but that's not a respect thing, though. You know what I'm saying? The respect aspect of it is I wake up this morning and hoping I don't have to do nothing to nobody instead of wishing somebody would, though. Like, wish somebody would play with me, though, because when I was wishing somebody would, them 762 bullets that came in my crib, you know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of things just made me grow. Just made me grow, you know,
So what happened after those bullets went through your house?
When the bullets went through my house, my nephew got hit. You know, he had nothing to do with nothing. He got shot in the neck and got shot in the arm and in the leg. Shout out to my nephew Boomer, because he's still living and we still winning, you know. And thanks to Most High for letting me be able to tell this story and everybody's safe, you know. But yeah, it's a little situation. I was supposed to be working third shift, and the same day I got put on first shift, I guess they thought there was a time to get me or whatever. And they got tired of waiting outside because I never came out for third shift because I was going to be on first. So they just started shooting from across the street. Well, I was asleep, though. It was at night, like maybe 11, 12, so they started shooting. And I didn't know that, you know, I'm thinking it's a raid or something, though, from the life I'm living. But bullets started coming through, and I started hearing my nephew, like, I'm hit. And so when I come out, you know, like, these was the days where I used to wish somebody would, because I got a AK-47 sitting behind my door, though, you know what I'm saying? But all that wishing somebody would when the heat is on, or you not trying to be a devil, it ain't gonna be good for you, though, you know? So,
I don't wish nobody would.
Yeah, I don't wish nobody would. I wish you wouldn't do nothing to me, though, you know? But those days, that day right there really changed me, because I got kids, you get what I'm saying? I got kids, and my daddy got murdered, though, you know? Before I was 2 years old, so kind of made me, it touched me a different way because I'm like, damn, like I know friends that got hit up and they gone, you know, and that could have been me. So it ain't about they shot your house up, somebody got hit, you could have got killed, you know. So thankful to be on off the porch speaking on this situation, especially smiling behind it with no hate in my heart.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? With no hate on my heart. Because the situation took care of itself.
Awareness will change your life.
Right.
Just being aware. Just being aware, not being like naive, you know? When you aware, you know what to look for, you know what not to attract, you know to change your energy. It really saves a lot of bad things you are. You can attract something just by, like, I'm not gonna say just waking up on the wrong side of the bed, but if you own
you manifesting
you own that, your day will be messed up. You attracted that, you know? So awareness, just knowing, is change your life.
That's real. So now that you relocated to Atlanta, would you say it's hard to make it out of Toledo? Or how would you say one makes it out of Toledo?
You have to just get up and go. You have to get up and go. And that's what I did. I would never say it's hard to make it out of Toledo because, no disrespect to my city, what's so hard? Toledo ain't did nothing for me. That's just how I feel. Like they gave, like I would say I got Toledo support, but local support is not enough for me. I just feel like stay here, I'm so much bigger. Like stay here, keep doing these local shows.
Tell them about you got to the accident and still, tell them what made you move to Atlanta.
What made me move to Atlanta is I was driving to my show, a big show in Toledo, and I got in an accident, totaled my car, parked it, called a ride, got straight to my show, 5 minutes to be on stage. I'm still shaky. 5 minutes to be on stage. I kill the stage as usual. I get off stage. This lady said, I didn't even think you were from here. Like, you don't belong here. And it just like echoed in my head because I really went to the bathroom right after I performed because I was still shook up. I just totaled my car, like just totaled it, like.
Didn't
and I'm
tell
okay.
Her manager just came perform. Then she walked straight in the show. My bad, Magic. I'm sorry, I'm late. Okay, Future Davis to the stage, and she did it. You know.
I just refused to let anything stop me. So when the lady told me, I didn't know her. She said, it just don't seem like you belong here. So I picked Atlanta because Atlanta is full of nothing but opportunity. In whatever you want to do. It can be good or bad. Atlanta got opportunity, you know? So I picked Atlanta, and I'm not scared. I'm not scared of nothing. I don't fear to fail. So I just believe, you know, if I'm heard, you know, in the right crowd, you know, I feel like my music deserved to be heard by more than just Toledo, Ohio. I'm ready to just go around the world, you know, really. But Atlanta, I'm targeting because the opportunity, you know, and I wasn't gonna tell nobody I up to move to Atlanta. I was just, you know, trying to move in silent. But I didn't want to move so silent that I couldn't motivate another person. Get up and go. Everything, it's not perfect in Toledo. It's not gonna be perfect in Atlanta.
Right.
But at least you can struggle for something. Don't just struggle to live for tomorrow or whatever. The struggle can be for something. It don't have to be for nothing to live where you've been living at all your life. For people who don't know your worth, people who don't, I can perform to a new crowd. As soon as I step off the stage, everybody coming to me, what's your IG, everybody networking. All artists on top of that. But in Toledo, it's just like that different type of energy, you know. They will make you feel like you're not doing nothing. And I refuse to, no, you ain't gonna make me feel like I'm not doing nothing. I'm gonna go where I feel like I'm gonna be appreciated. Mm-hmm. You know, they don't love you until you're unreachable. You know, that's when you got all the support in the world, when you can't even be reached because you're too busy to even, you know, think about your own city. Like I said, I'm targeting Atlanta. That's what I want to do. I will be going around the world. Ayeedoe will be going around the world, but Atlanta I feel the love here. I just feel the love. I feel it's always an opportunity. It's always a stage to get on, big stages too.
Yeah.
Mm.
That you can step off and get opportunity.
Facts.
My first time performing in Atlanta, I performed for Put On For My City, ran by Michael Mitchell from Rich Nation.
Shout out Rich Nation.
I won first place.
Shout out Future Davis.
I won first place. And it was, you know, it was more winners, but I just know I won first place. And that just opened up my eyes. Like, I don't want to, like, first place mean a lot to me. You know what I mean? I don't want to, like, get so stuck in so small-minded. Like, I could really move up. I won first place, and now I get to do a song, you know, with Sony or Universal Records. I get to choose that. But just staying in Toledo, you know what I mean? What can I benefit from that?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I really believe I can feed my kids with my voice and my talent, and I'm willing to learn more, you know?
Right.
That's real. I see why you don't sign niggas.
Yeah, they don't like to listen, you know, and I tried it before, you know, but it's like, you know, you ever gave somebody some information or some advice and somebody else gave them the same advice and they was like, oh, I felt you. But they don't want to take it from me though. They don't want to take it from Majic Juan because Majic Juan said it, and I just like, you know, men have problems listening to men because everybody want to be alpha.
Yep.
You know, like everybody want to be alpha and everybody want to be the, like you say, everybody want to be that nigga, but what's your reason for wanting to be that nigga? Like, what could you do for your city? Like, you know, I put a short little picture and my dude called me like, man, damn, bro, I felt you, bro. That's a big step. You motivated that. You know, you motivating the city. Because that's what we spread, and we spread motivation. You know, I feel like everybody trying to get out their city. Mm-hmm. 48 Laws of Power, recreate yourself sometimes. It's no problem to break down and recreate. You know what I'm saying? So,
my message to that is just get up and go. It's never going to be a right time. You're never going to be able to save that perfect amount of money to get up and go.
Get it.
Oh, I just want to save up this and then I'm going to go. I just want to get my credit right. I'm going to get up and go. Just get up and go. My thing, I don't ever want to be on my deathbed and wish I would have tried. I don't want to die with that. I just wish I would have tried. Or pushing my dream and my children because I didn't live my dream.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Live through their children.
I don't want to do that. I want to know that I gave it my all. If I don't make it, guess what? I already feel like I'm living my dream. Look where I'm sitting.
Thank you. And I'm gonna believe it with you.
People in Toledo ain't even, they just watching this.
They only watching.
Yeah, they only watching it. You're not thinking to reach out, invest in yourself, and just go. If you really want to chase children, you can't be scared to catch a flight. You can't be scared to catch a train, drive. If you all you got to take all you got, and it's gonna take sacrifices. Mm-hmm. Because I guess they call it the American dream. You're gonna always be in debt. It's gonna always, you know, just sacrificing. You know what, I'm gonna stop eating out for 2 months so I can save for this, that, and get up and go. Right. I don't care about them Jordans because I gotta catch a flight. You know what I mean? That's just for opportunity that could change my life and everybody's life around you. And speaking of like everybody around you, everybody can't go either. So you really gotta remember, everybody can't go. I've been doing music professionally for 8 months. I believe, as I'm supposed to, I done got ahead of a lot of people in my city. That's why I left. But when I started doing music, support stopped. People I supported, I shared their music, I bought their CD, they unfollowed me on social media. They can't take the shine. It's too much shine for them. I'm sorry, that's not gonna stop me from pushing 3 songs a day on my social media. Y'all don't even need to know how my day went. Stream Future Davis Heartless.
Grinding so hard, we gonna tell the sun and moon take the day off.
Yep.
And we gonna shine regardless though, working hard, you know, and tell y'all this, that hustle beat talent. So no matter how good y'all are, you gotta get out here and grind. You got to sacrifice. You get what I'm saying? Like she just said, sometimes you can't go get them Jordans. Go pay for a professional studio session. Quit recording off your phone. Go pay Dirty Glove Bastards. No. Go pay a professional videographer. You get what I'm saying? It got to be things like that. Like, you know, people, I showed her this morning because I tell my artists, I say, don't go watching other artists. Because we ain't checking the stats. We ain't checking the stats. We gonna keep putting the stats up, but we ain't going to check the stat board and the leaderboard though. We just working.
Yep. I don't care about no list. I don't care about none of that. I'm just keep going and just keep my eye on what I'm do this for. And it's not just about my children, it's not about just my family. I just really want to motivate. I get messages daily, you really motivating me to just get up and go. It ain't easy here either, so it's not for the weak.
Right.
It's not for the weak. But this man right here makes sure I stay on task. And that's really what management about. People say they want an artist. Do you really know what management is really about? Do you know what it takes? Do you know someday your artist might want to give up? Do you know that's your job to make sure?
They don't know the cost. Y'all don't know the flights. Y'all don't know the prices. Y'all don't know the driving. You know, like it's, everybody want to live that, like I said, people want to be that, but do you really want to be that though? Like, you know, I'm an artist myself, but I have to put myself, when we pushing Future, you know what I'm saying? Majic Juan is already established as well, so I'm gonna put everything on pause and we pushing Future when she working on her project or her videos and things like that. We gonna build her content up.
He makes sure I got everything I need, and a lot of these labels don't take management serious, and I don't respect that because you don't know the story. This is not a management story like somebody just tagging along because they just trying to benefit off the artist or they just trying to come up. This is not that. Like, he built me. God get first credit, period. But somebody really build you, it's like personal, you know? Somebody really hold you by the hand in this. I came in this blind. I ain't never been in no studio. I ain't never heard myself before him, you know? So, if anything about Ayeedoe Entertainment, I shut it straight down. Guys, I want to feature. All right, if you're serious, contact my manager. Some of them don't because you weren't serious in the first place.
Right.
I don't have studio to studio. You can't do that because even as a woman, they not taking us serious anyway.
Yeah. And then as a male, being management, man, I know you're like, y'all seen Stevie J, y'all seen all of this though. It ain't about sexing on y'all. You know, business, man, business. Men need to learn business. You know what I'm saying? All that lusting. You know what I'm saying? Nah, that ain't gonna work because once me and her start sleeping together or whatever, she gonna feel like she ain't gotta listen to me as management.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Yep. Like, nah, you don't do that.
Can't live in lust.
No.
You would lose opportunities, emotion, man, to take over.
Yeah, crumble empire.
Yep, the emotions take over. You know, you just gotta really just keep your eye on them. So no, nobody, anything musically, I just talk to my manager about. People really water down what you doing. People would think it ain't that serious. People don't understand your sacrifices. It ain't them.
Facts. Any last words and shout outs?
Yeah, I want to shout out my studio most definitely. Ayeedoe Studios. I want to shout out DGB Media and my business partner, Laura. I want to shout out every artist that patronize and build with Ayeedoe Studios and the features from Byrie Irvins to Chewy's to Chili Peas to Rick, G-Phase, keep them coming. Who all we deal with? Everybody in Toledo, Ohio, man. Period. Yep. My homeboy here, Dre P, he here. You better pull up on me. I just shout you out. You in the A right now. T-Clan, Trey V's, Future Davis. I'm going to give her one right now. Dominique Clark for being at home with my kids, man. Shout out to my stay with his girl. Shout out to my other son, Wani. You better be at home making them shirts, getting this money how daddy showed you, making that honest dollar. That's what it's about.
Shout out to my family. That's all. That's all. Shout out to my family, the ones I love. Other than that, too many people that folded on me. So I'm just shout out to my loved ones. That's that.
That's real, man.
What's up?
Future, Juan, we appreciate having you on the porch with us today, man.
100, bro.
For sure.
It's a pleasure being here.
Gang.
Trapping these days on Dunkin' 12, I had to give me some dough. And some days I sit and think how my life took a spin. Trapping these days on Dunkin' 12.